Hello, good evening, Divine Masculine. How are you all doing? I'm going for your reading for this week. We're having the solar eclipse coming up on the 4th. So we just finished, and not finished, we're still in it. And we still feel it. The changes of the eclipse, the moon eclipse. And you all feel that everything becomes stricter, everything becomes harder, because the things that are happening in this world. And let's see what the Divine Masculine is doing in this relation, or in this energy of the moon eclipse. And how they are sustaining in this energy. Okay, and how is he dealing in this period with his Divine Feminine? I felt that there's a huge change in the Divine Masculine, and they become more soft-hearted. Wow, here. What's in his mind space, you know, the crown chakra. He's working with his crown chakra. They are more going into the spirituality. They're going more in their power. They're going more into the belief and seeing what's happening in this world. So it's really amazing that they're connecting with the source now. And when they're connecting with the source, they're going to see the things totally different than they did before. So yeah, I wish them all the luck. I wish them a lot of growth, you know, and that they may see more things, that they opening more to the source instead of, you know, to the mind space, because they want to develop. They want to see things from a different perspective, and not just from the logic, not just from the coaching side, not just from, you know, the totally, ego-minded space, but more with the heart. And that's, I discovered that, and I saw that a few months ago, that was already happening and changing. Okay, so I see a lot of growth in the Divine Masculine. It could be that you know, they're also changing of religion. So it could be that they had a normal change of religion, and now, or a normal program of religion, and could be Christianity, and now shifting towards Hinduism, Buddhism, you know, Mother Earth, shamanism. I see them change so much, and that's really amazing to see. Okay, if you resonate with my readings, and you want a private reading, and you want guidance, you know, I'm still available this week and next week for readings. If you want to know how to sustain yourself, or as a Divine Feminine who's watching, you know, you want to know how it's going with your Divine Masculine, if you're in separation, or your Divine Masculine is in the 5th dimensional realm, and you feel him around you, but not really connected to each other yet. So let me know if you need some more guidance. Okay, so what is the Divine Masculine feeling in his heart space? He is rebuilding himself. That's what I said. He is rebuilding himself. He is You know, this is also the Tower. It could be that there was a period that he needed to wake up, and the old has to tumble down, you know. And the Tower is not always a bad card or an omen card, but it's definitely a card of transformation, that nothing can stay the same. And you know, lightning is hitting the tower and the tower is crumbling down. And what are you going to do? Are you waiting till the tower is coming down, or you jump the ship before it leaves, you know? So let me know how this is for you and what your journey is with this Tower, because the Tower is a waking up moment, that is guiding you from your head to your mind. And it could be that this Tower is learning you to forgive yourself, is learning to spread your wings and fly, you know, and take that leap of faith that you always will be supported and guided to where you want to go. Sorry, guys. So yeah, that it's you know, your foundation is gone, you know, because of it. Your foundation is gone, and you see that it's possible that things are changing. Things are changing for the better when you're coming from your heart space. And yeah, it's really amazing what is happening at the moment. So let's see how he's thinking and feeling about his divine feminine, and that's more the logical space, you know. How does he feels about the divine feminine in the mind space, and is how he approach her, how does he see her, how is he relating to her in the logical sense. My two videos are a little bit close to each other, because that comes because I was traveling from the Netherlands to England. Wow, the Six of Swords. You know, he has to let her go. He is supporting her, sending her light, but it's the way he sees her leaving every time. And that can also be the Tower, you know, that it triggers something within himself when the connection or the reconnection with the divine feminine is really good, and they have good conversations. Then the leaving is always I feel it's a joyful, he's feeling joyful about it, but he feels also the sadness, and he's not communicating this, but it's the energy of when the divine feminine is choosing her own path, is choosing her own way, is needs time for separation, needs time to be on her own, to be, you know, self-sustained, come back in her own energy. That he's very happy for her, you know. But on the other side, it's very, and he understands, but he also is also looking forward to it, to reunite again. It's a double feeling I have. He wants her to be happy, he wants her to be joyful, and he's also said that he has to leave her, or she has to leave him. Doesn't matter which side it is, for the masculine or the feminine. but he knows that that she's going to a good place where she is happy, where she can follow her life and follow her light. And every time the ending is difficult, because it gets a trigger. It gets a trigger of abandonment. It gets a trigger of rejection, but it's also a trigger of, okay, this is it. And I know every time she leaves, oh, song comes through. Every time you go away. Paul Simon? Every time you go away, you take a little piece of me. Wow, beautiful. So that's how he adjusts and how he sees her in a logical way. You know, it's what his mind thinks, what he is feeling about that. When and he knows that she is in a very good place and that she's happy and they will meet again. And yeah, it's how do I feel? It's a feeling of almost sweet sadness. I hope you can understand what I'm talking about. Bittersweet, I hear. It's bittersweet. I'm really joyful that we can rekindle and see each other again. But it's also difficult because I have to let her go again. And doors are opening. And I hear, if I knew last time that doors would open again, you know, I wouldn't be so hesitant. I would have opened up more. I would have opened up more. Okay. And I hear second chances are gone. There are no chances anymore. Because he's too afraid that divine feminine will leave again. So he is accepting what it is. It is what it is. But his heart is still with her. Okay. So what is in his heart space? Oh my gosh. I talked about open doors. He still wants this open door. He still wants that door to open with her. That the door opens to the light. She opened the door to the light. You know, she makes him feel secure, strong, powerful, standing his ground, being in this fire energy. So because of her, the light is shown. The doors are opening on, you know, the door is opening on a corner. So he's really tapping into his heart space. And this is the card of union. This is the card of, you know, marriage, housing, living together, moving forward with the divine feminine. So that's what he wants in his heart space. So, but he knows in the mind space that's not possible. Okay. I hear not yet. Not possible yet. For a lot of you, it has to do with divine timing. You know, I also hear divine masculine has trouble maybe not trouble, but adjusting himself and not able to commit because he loves his freedom too much. He can give his energy, he can give his love, but he's not giving up his freedom anymore. So the divine feminine has to accept, or vice versa, you know, it seems, well, if you have a masculine energy or a feminine energy, it's like masculine or feminine energy that's dominant in your system. It's about, yeah, his freedom is too much worth. You know, there is no way he will commit to the divine feminine again. Everything can change, you know, everything can change. Maybe now he says, I don't want to commit with you, but in 10 years time, if that relationship is going on and on and on, maybe he can say, you know, I'm getting older, I want stability, you know, I want to have children, or, you know, he can say, yeah, I changed my mind. But I know from a lot of divine masculines, they know right away from the heart space that this is the right connection or not. Okay. Okay, what is his higher self saying? His higher self, healing again, more healing, healing again, more healing. You know, I opened the door to that healing gate, and he is healing himself, talking to others, but also the opening is there because I also feel ashamed. Ashamed of his feelings, of his healing, of his past that needs to be healed. And he's not the kind of person, if I see here, and that's hard for the divine masculine to search for help. But when they open that gate and when they open that door, you know, and they find out that healing is really profitable for them, you know, they diving in deep. Then they diving in. Then they say, okay, now I see, I feel, I'm going behind it. I'm going behind the curtains and I'm stepping through and I let myself heal, you know. And that's what's happening. Heart healing, communication, and coming back in balance. And that's very, very powerful for the divine masculine. So that's really amazing. And that's what his higher self is saying to himself, you know, your healing is beginning again. And yeah, with help also from the divine feminine, you know, maybe they're going out in nature, maybe they you know, supporting each other on each other's traveling. Maybe there is more communication over video or over media or telephone calls or writing each other. Maybe there's more going on like this. Okay. Okay, what is his higher self saying about the divine feminine? The king that she is in this king energy, that she is grounded, that she knows what she wants, that she is stable, that she is grounded, that there are possibilities, that he sees she's doing well, that she sustains herself, that she is in this powerful, soft energy that is giving him the feeling that he can also step in that king energy. You know, she is really supporting him verbally. She is supporting him mentally, I hear. She's giving him a lot of mental support by grooming him. You know, that's more the masculine side, but that's what I hear. You know, she is supporting him in a positive and supportive way. So the king energy is, he sees that she integrated all 4 archetypes of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. So she is in her empress energy, and that's what he sees, and he's really, really content with that. She's not that she's not in that emotional state, and she is talking about the emotions without being emotional. I hear, but she's hiding it. She is hiding her emotions because she knows that if she goes to that emotion, that divine masculine can't handle it. Okay? So she's not going there. Okay, because he needs to heal first. That's what I hear. He needs to heal first before she goes there. Okay. How does he seize the union with the divine feminine? How does he seize the union? Is there any... How does he seize the union? If there is a union, if he wants a union, you know, how does he see it? Nope. He just broke the chains and he needs to heal. So there is not union yet, because he cut himself loose from the chains, and he's in this healing journey, and he is saying, no, I'm cutting myself free. I'm not going in that type of relationships anymore. Not at this moment. It could be in a couple of years. He saw the light. He saw the light of freedom. He saw the light of setting himself free, doing the things that he wants to do. And yeah, I feel such a release and such a relief from being free. And that's now I hear the song of George Michael, Freedom. You know, this is really amazing for the divine masculine. You know, to cut the chains and just doing the things that he wants to do, you know, and is on this journey, is on this healing journey. Could be that he's in the twin flame journey, you know, and with his divine feminine, where they supporting each other. Okay. Beautiful. What is his uncomfortability? What is his uncomfortability? What is his uncomfortability? Interesting. I hear going to emotions. He wants to talk about emotions, but he's too uncomfortable. It's too uncomfortable. And it's also difficult for him to get out of his mind. Yeah. Oh my goodness. 9 of Wands. You know, it's a lot of fire, it's a lot of passion, and he's going to a period of healing, and he knows where he wants to go, but you know, he's sitting down and saying, I can't move on. You know, I can't move on. I have this, I have the passion, I have the fire, I have everything. I need to move on to this space, but he's looking the other way. And it could be that he is distracted by work, distracted by divine feminine, distracted by other things, financial, financial, could be mother, children. He is distracted, and he's like, wow, I'm a bit too tired now to climb, you know, to climb all up here and celebrate with my divine feminine, in union in everything what I have. You know, this is really looking back, sitting down and saying, is this the road that I want to take? You know, is this all worth it? And I know that the divine masculine has the power, and he did it for a long time, but it's also time for the divine masculine to acknowledge that we're in a time of death, you know, and death is rethinking, letting go, starting all over again, and know that he needs to take a step back, rest and rejuvenate for the new year to come. He doesn't know which way he would go. Okay, so that's his uncomfortability. You know, distracted. He is his warrior. Oh my goodness, his warrior is tired. He doesn't want to fight anymore. He had enough battles. And he's looking back and saying, why can't it be like, you know, like this? Why can't it be like this? You know, all the time that the door opens, be light and be light-hearted. My warrior is tired. I don't want to fight anymore. I just want a stable and grounded life. So everything that is unstable, that is you know, it's almost like I'm throwing my sword to the ground. You know, my put up my white flag and say I'm done. It's the card of, it's also the card of Sagittarius. You know. So it could be that the masculine is a Sagittarius or a Scorpio. You know, he's concentrated on his coins, on his work, on his on what he wants, and that's what he's going to do about it. So what is he going to do about, you know, feeling defeated or feeling tired or, you know, not able to fight anymore for anything? You know, I just want to concentrate on my work, on the things that I love. You know, I want to gather enough money to be secure. You know, I want to work hard, you know, because there are too many things depending on me, on my responsibility. And But also I see he loves his work. He loves his work. It's not that he doesn't love his work. It's like he gave a totally different meaning to his work because of um, um, because that he knows that he is that's his life. You know, even if he is completed, even if he's tired, he knows that he is here to serve so many other people. You know, they depending on his guidance, on his intuition, on his knowledge of, and he is there. He is there no matter what. No matter what, he is that warrior. You know, he is that warrior, and he is, yes, he's tired, and he is completed, but it doesn't stop him to do what he's meant to do. So he gives it a different meaning. I have a feeling the divine feminine could be saying to him, okay, you know, I see you're really working hard. You're running towards a burnout. So you need to take a step back. And because his warrior energy, his guides are telling him, if you take good care of yourself right there, you know, and you do the right things, you can make it through everything. It's almost, I almost have a feeling it's a chronic fatigue, what where most divine masculines are dealing with, you know, if they're still in the workspace. Okay, and that's what he's doing about, you know, the warrior that's tired, you know, just going in there and go and go and go and go again for another round. I hear the merry-go-round. Okay, what is his higher self saying about the relationship with the divine feminine? Resting and reconsidering. He's just in rest. He's reconsidering everything, reconsidering the relationship, reconsidering the connection, and it doesn't matter for the divine feminine because the divine feminine is just hanging in there, you know. Even if she knows that's real love, that it's coming from the heart space, and that now it's time to hold that space and let go, because she knows he will return anyway. When he's rested, when he's done, he will return towards her, because that's the commitment he gave to her. You know, I will withdraw, but I will come back because I want to commit myself to you. So she has the security that that he will return to her. Okay, so when she is secure in that, and he's not letting it hang, you know, so she would hang on in insecurity. No, he gave her that commitment, you know, okay, I will come back, and when I'm done, I'm resting, I'm reconsidering. He's reconsidering everything, you know, up till the smallest details. Okay, he wants, it's almost a feeling also he wants to leave for travel. You know, I want to get my backpack and go into the mountains and be by myself for a while. And Divine Feminine is giving him that time, is giving him that space. Yeah. What brings them back together? What brings them back in union? What is the higher self saying about bringing them back in union and combining with each other? What are combining them? Yeah. I wanted to grab a card. The Spirit said, nope, shuffle. Okay. Yeah, the heart. The heart energy, the connection from the heart, that is bringing them back together. Nothing else. Nothing else, because they both feel it. They both feel their heart. They both feel where they belong. He knows where he needs to go. She is totally fine with it. So there is this both. That's how they come back in union, because of the heart space. And it could be that they're coming back in, you know, in springtime. I hear that. I heard that last time also, that they would come back together in springtime, because it's time for both of them to heal. It's time both of them to go within and to solve the things of this year, you know. Healing needed to take place. So it could be, I also hear the Divine Masculine is very upfront, you know. If he is saying, okay, you know, I really like you a lot, but I just want to be friends with you, and because I can't give you what you deserve, he gives the Divine Feminine permission to look somewhere else, because he knows that he has no right to keep her hostage in a relationship. So it's really about the choice of the Divine Feminine, what she wants to do. She wants to hang on, and hanging on for a relationship, because believing in the illusion, or that she say, okay, I take the friendship with you, and let's see, I rather take the friendship with you than a relationship with you, because I know you're not ready, and you, and really accept what the Divine Masculine told her. So it could be that, and also for the Divine Feminine, you know, that she's saying to the masculine, I just want to be friends with you. I can't commit to you, you know, because she has other things to do in her life. And both accepting the friendship, that's really beautiful. And it could be that they don't see each other for a while, and something comes in between, and they know in divine timing they will see each other again. There is no obsession here. That's really amazing, when there's no obsession. Obsession is really if you can't let someone go and hoping for that cup that is not coming, you know. It's just a fantasy in the mind space. So really take what's on the ground, really takes what is in, you know, in your environment. So, well, guys, this is what happens and what is coming up this week for the divine masculine and the divine feminine. For the feminine, if you want your reading for your personal and your divine masculine, where you're going, how it is, you know, divine masculine sometimes makes difficult and not easy to handle jumps, you know. Could be sometimes hard for the divine feminine, but the divine feminine needs a lot of space, you know. The divine feminine also needs a lot of space. So if you combine those two in balance, you know, then they need space and rejuvenate and, you know, take care of themselves and, you know, bless them. Bless the divine masculine and bless what is coming his way. And yeah, give him the freedom that he needs, and don't jump his back and say, you know, I can save you, but we can't. The only thing he can do is save himself. And, you know, divine masculine, bless you. I see you guys. Bye-bye.